It's just deformed. It's just, it was a nice forearm piece for doing rattan sticks. Not really gonna hold up in steel. Don't use mild for steel armor. Don't use mild steel stuff. This is a little shoulder plot that I found while going through some stuff. We'll take a look at it. I like smashing things. Who doesn't? Now we go to the single-handed axe. Single-handed axes are great. We use a lot of them. They're cheap. They're easy to find. We've got lots of them. This is a little bit far of a bill hook there. It's a little far off of the shaft. This is the axe that I fought Poland, Denmark, Prague, every national tournament. This has been my sidearm, or it's been my primary. This was made by BKS when I first started the sport, and it's been running. It doesn't care, it just hits things. And that's kind of what I want an axe to do. These are really good in melees. I haven't seen a whole lot of single axe and shield fights. I do have this nice little lanyard here. When I'm fighting, it's actually pretty nice because sometimes you just lose a hold of it and grab up on it and keeps you in hand. So, axes, they're really good at hitting, they're really good at swinging. We're gonna look at a little bit more of the anatomy here in a minute. Let's see what it does to this. I mean, all these things are bent to a certain degree. I'm gonna hit right up in here in this big plate and we'll see what goes. Smash! I'm really not hitting these things with a lot of force. Still 16 gauge mild steel. It looked like that. That's what I did. It's just a thing saying, hey, don't use mild steel. So, I'm also anviling a little bit. These are all sitting straight on a bare spot. So, nifty thing about axes. When you get an axe, you see this triangle here? You see that triangle as it goes up? I'd rather it be all the way up here and then go to the shaft. When you have these really round and they come out straight off of the plate, the force actually transfers that way instead of straight ahead. That way, instead of straight ahead, the force is actually being distributed. It's curling out a little bit more. This little triangle does the work. But that's usually what you find in most chopping axes, most axes that you cut firewood with or anything else like that. You see that noticeable triangle. When we look at the two-handers, I have some axes that are examples of one and examples of another one. But hand axes are always fun. They're good for a hook. They get in there. They're also bad for a hook when you're trying to get out of something and they're caught. And you're like, oh, I just have to drop it and go find something else to go fight with. Great sidearm, great primary for fighting in melees, running a little hand axe and a shield. You can do real work with it.